My name's Jack and I'm going to describe our stage for you. So, it's a studio space about 3 metres wide. My mum said that's 9 feet, but I told her it's a stage, not feet. Anyway, on the left at the front, so your left, near you, there's a head bag. It's a sports bag with head written on it, and it's blue and it's a bit old and it's losing its colour a bit. And then next to it, there's a pretty skirt, a bit like a tutu on the floor. And then also next to the bag, at the edge of the stage, is a pink hat. So it's a pink hat with a bow on the front that you wear in the shower, a shower cap. And also some beautiful purpley pink goggles on the floor. And then there's a chair behind those things, so further away from you, and that's on your left, which is downstage right for us actors. At the front of the stage, on your left, there are some pink, large ping pong bats that we take to the beach. So they're a bit worn and they've got a black star in the middle of them, and there's a little green plastic ball as well. And also on this chair, with its back to the edge of the stage, any chair that you'd find in a library, that kind of chair, there's a yellow sweatband.
The kind that Rocky wore in the film, you know, you know that guy?
In the 1980s, that kind of style. But the film was 1970s, I think, but 1980 style sweatband that you wear on your head. And then if you go further away from you, which is upstage to us actors, because stages used to be raked and sometimes still are, so you could see the people at the back. So further away from you at the back of the stage or upstage, in the middle, in the centre, there's a big door, and it's made of felt, and it's light brown, and it's got 4 panels on it. And on your right, there's a big black doorknob, and it's really high and really wide. It's probably more than 2 metres high. Now, I'm 173 centimetres, and I have to reach up high to get to the pegs on top of it that are pegging it across the back of the stage. And next to it, on your left, at the back of the stage, so upstage right for me, there's an old-fashioned megaphone,
which you can talk through like this to make your voice really loud.
And that's going to signify the giant. And the big end is on the stage, and the handle's pointing towards the stage. I'm going to go across the stage now, at the back, to your right, and here there's a tall guitar stand about knee height of a tall adult, and it's got a royal blue and white stripy scarf and hat, woolly hat, football Birmingham City colours, and the giant's wife is going to wear those. And then I'm going to move towards you on your right hand side of the stage, so near the front, which is downstage left for me. And there's a little coffee table here with a lovely rainbow patterned thick felt tablecloth on it. And on top of the table, there's a small guitar stand with a white umpire's coat around it with a Frisian cow pattern on the coat. And on top of the table, in front of the stand, there's a mask of a Frisian cow, so black and white as well. Then on the floor, in front of that little table, there's a white easel, which is empty for the moment, but I'll put a book on there later, and that will stay there for all of the play, most of the play. So next to that easel, on your left of that little table, in front of it, there's a football, which is blue and white and black, and it's resting on some masking tape to keep it where it is. On top of that, there's a football coach's hat, which is dark blue with a white band on the front. That's my mum. Well, it's her cap. She likes football. Next to the table, so further in towards the middle of the stage, towards the centre, in front of the door, but near the front of the stage, there's a guitar. It's an electro-acoustic guitar, which means you can plug it in or not. and it's shiny and wooden and very, very beautiful. And then behind the guitar, which you might not be able to see, there's a yellow plate with a green knife and a red apple on it. And then, behind the table, now this is a secret because other people don't know that they're there, but behind the table, there's a beautiful golden paper mache harp with lovely strings on it, all glittering. And there's also a cardboard box, lovingly painted, with mountains and mountains of gold and silver coins made of cardboard. And there's also, why don't I show you? Shh, just don't tell anyone else. Look, there's a beautiful hen with a big, beautiful eye made of paper mache and slightly painted red, and then yellow on the feet. And it's got a beautiful, beautiful crest at the top. I'm going to put her away. Just shush, don't tell anyone. I've told you that. And then, right at the front of the stage, in the centre, which is downstage centre for me, is another chair that you might find in any library. And on the chair is a beautiful old book. And if I open it, inside, there's a three-dimensional image with a kind of miniature but almost real beanstalk growing inside. And in the background, a beautiful house and some greenery, blue skies, and loads of trees and shrubs. And I'm going to close it back up, and there's a little envelope in there as well. I wonder what's in there. And then at the front of the book, it says, "Ready, set, read, Jack," and the beanstalk. And on your left of that picture, there's some buildings which are part of Reading town. And there's a part of a woman, the head and the arms and the body of a woman who seems to be quite happy on top of the town. And then in the middle of the picture, there's a beanstalk which is painted in oil paints. And there's a tiniest of tiniest silhouettes of someone climbing up. That's me. And then on your right of that beanstalk, there's a tiny, tiny little house with a chimney with smoke coming out of the chimney. And then on the far left of the picture, you can see the side and the silhouette of an enormous giant. And it's a very, very old and big book, which is really a box, because that's how we got everything else inside. But it does look like a book from the outside. So that is our stage. Now, I will describe me. I'm really tall. I'm 173 centimetres tall. I've got long, light brown hair and bluishy, greyishy eyes. And I'm beautiful, absolutely stunningly beautiful. And I've got tie-dye dungarees on that are yellow, mustardy yellow and green, with the most beautiful pockets, with orange flowers, with red on them and green, and then another pocket in the middle where the chest is, with a green centre. I'm wearing a brown watch, which is incredibly elegant, and I have shorter nails on my left hand so that I can play the guitar, and longer nails on the right one so I can pluck the strings. I've got socks on with bicycles on them, and my left leg, it's slightly higher up on my dungarees usually, and the back of one of the bits of my dungarees sticks out at the back. Well, that's me, and I really hope you enjoy the play, and I hope that helped you understand what the stage looks like. Most of the time, when I change from one character to another, it'll be me wearing a hat or carrying a ping pong bat. So when I carry the ping pong bat, I'm the fairy, and I become the fairy. When I pick up the coach's hat, I become Lily, my mum. When I put the cow mask on, I become Daisy, the cow. And sometimes when I play the guitar, I might be the harp, or I might be someone else. When I put on the Birmingham City hat at the back of the stage, I become the giant's wife. And then sometimes
When I change my voice, I become the giant.
I really hope you enjoy it, and thank you for listening to my description.